Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It is, oh my gosh, I think we have three more days until he returns home. My name is Jonna, and today is 3 more days. I was wrong. It's Thursday, March 21st. It's the day after first day of spring. Living here where I'm at, it is beautiful. We're expecting some rain today. I'm going to give you the weather forecast. Here it is. No, today's video is going to be about something that is very personable about me that I have been fighting for 2 years, and I'm going to show you some numbers of what is happening. The truth of my weight loss. I'm going to come out and show you. It's always very frightening for a woman to, I should say, not just a woman, and I need to take that back. It is just frightening. The wind's picking up because the weather's changing. It's gonna rain, yeah, and I can tell it in the hair. But anyway, it's very frightening to expose what our sizes are and what our weight is, and what the true dimensions that we are. I had just today, like I had stated to you, today is the 21st of March, and something told me go ahead and measure yourself, and I'm thinking it's not the end of the month and I need to be, sorry, it's Ray messaging me. It's their nighttime, so we're communicating. Our schedules are so, my morning, his night, my night, his morning. So he's sending me some messages, and I think he's just responding back to what I had sent him, and they are hearts. So yeah, they're little hearts. You gotta love them. From there, like I had stated when I started this journey, is for the fact of I was diagnosed with fatty liver disease. Okay, I had to let the baby in, and yeah, we have a lot of furry a lot of animals in this house, and they keep me very busy, and it wears me out physically. But anyway, I get to the point, Jay. The thing is that I started this battle about 6 months ago due to the fact I was diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease at the end of 2016 due to an auto accident that Ray and I were in, and due to the rapid weight gain and the medication I was taking, it was a emotional, physical battle, and it still is. It still is. And what I mean by that, the last time I had numbers checked, my numbers were good, very, very good. I just did lab work last week. Last Wednesday, I wanted to say, I went in, and so I go back next week, and I get to find out the results. And this would be the second time around of making sure that my numbers are doing as well as they are. I've had to manage my health care. It's been a very, very difficult battle to do that. There are temptations every single day that we fight, dealing with eating and having a glass of wine, or having that dessert, or not able to do certain things anymore. I mean, I'm limited. I have Bruno with me right now. My standing is it's hurting today. I don't know if you can tell. It's just physically. I have good days and I have bad days, and the good days is like I push it too far and I'm out for a couple days situation. So, but the reason of this video is I'm going to cover with you the reality of what has happened over the last 6 months as numbers. I'm going to expose to you my numbers, and to me that's very, very frightening, for the fact we don't want people to know what our weight is. We don't want them to know what our waist size is. I guess, you know, let me get a pen here. I guess starting off, when I started this is right before Ray had left. And I thought, you know, my journey, my goal is going to be done when he comes back. And it was a reality check last month because I was flatlined, meaning I wasn't gaining, I wasn't losing, I was maintaining. And it was very frustrating because I had a goal. I didn't meet that goal, and it can really affect your psyche. And I'm being sincere. I can understand the depression that can come into going through this process. So I did not write this down, and I need to write it down. Size 20. I'm writing in the size what I wore, and today what size I am wearing. It's I never thought about it just till then. I will show you each month. And I thought, okay, I measured myself today. I'm a little too early for the month, but actuality, it was 6 months tomorrow when I started this journey. Seriously. So in my body, my mind, yeah, it's not all there, but it all equaled out really well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the baby outside, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm gonna put Bruno right there. I call my support, meaning the cane, the back brace, the TENS unit. I have not named my TENS unit yet, but my cane is Bruno. I don't know what came to me. And then my back brace is Benito. And I don't know why I picked those names, but there is a meaning behind it, and I didn't realize there is a, you know, how your name means something. You know what? We'll cover that later. But anyway, I am going to, I really need some more coffee. I need, or do I want? I think I want. Let me turn on my coffee maker. Okay, it's gonna heat up. So what I'm going to do, I am going to, it's called lipstick. It's not rattling over there. I don't know if you see that. Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to bring you down and make sure I loosen this up a little bit. That's not it. There we go. And here is the book. This is the book that I've had for the last 6 months. And, well, actuality, I had given this to my daughter in the December of 2009 to 2010. It's from Santa. And she never, I had bought this as a journal for her, and it was never, let me go let Luna in. I apologize, guys. I am back. So this journal has been with me for the past 6 months, and it has been a journey. It's been a lot of tears, a lot of frustrations, and I had decided it's just not a 6 months journey. It's going to be a lifetime situation. It's something that I need to maintain. When you manage your health care or your health, you just can't give yourself a timeline. You have goals you have to set. You have to set realistic goals. And in the very beginning, and I'm going to be very sincere. Oh, Simba. You guys know Simba. No, this is mine, please. You have to have realistic goals. You have to be truthful to yourself. And when I say that, Simba, please don't. I love you, son. I love you. It comes down to it where I wanted to be at a certain weight, and I think it was, and I'll go over that. But when I've spoken to my doctors, they go, Miss Hernandez, that's not a realistic, meaning that would not, you would not look healthy. You know, you want to make sure that you're carrying healthy. Yeah, you see. God, I love it. Want to see him? Want to see him? Here's Simba. Yes. Do you hear him? He's purring. You're gonna help me with this. You're gonna help me with this video, little man. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. You got it. You gotta love him. You got to love him. So you have to set a realistic goal. So what have I done? And this is 2019 is me facing my fears. And this is one of my fears, is because it's like, am I going to edit this and really post it? Am I really going to do that? And I'm really scared. And let's do it. Should we do it? Oh, how scary. I started this journey August 22nd, 2018. And I had put on there in the very beginning, it was probably backwards, my passion, the cat is. My cat is Simba. Okay, can I have this, please? Please, Angel, please? Okay, thank you. So maybe what I can do, so we have to, am I needing, maybe this video will be about you. Should we have it about you, the Simba, the king of the jungle? He's wanting love. So I'm going to read to you, and then I will show you, so you guys know that nothing in here is changed around. I had put on here, so you guys understand, is my passion, August 22nd, 2018. I had weighed, my weight that I weighed in was 184 pounds. My arm was 14 inches, my breast was 47.5 inches, my waist was at 40, my hips were 48, and my thighs were 24.5. My goal at that time, which was a very unrealistic goal, I'm being sincere, you got to really think about reality. Simba, I think you need to see what you're doing here. So my goals that I wanted to be at was to be at 144 pounds, my arms between 12 and 10 inches, my breast to be at 38-36, my waist to be at 32-30, my hips to be at 36-38, and my thighs to be at 22-14. When I started this, and I apologize, guys, I was a women's size 22. I was wearing a women's size 22. I have Audrey with me, and it's a very, yeah, we love the camera, and I love the cat, and he's very, yeah, he's far from being gentle. Then I weighed myself in September, and I lost in September, in those 2 weeks, I guess, to be honest with you, because Ray had left shortly after that, when he left at the end of August. I had lost only 2 pounds, and my sizes really wasn't maybe a half an inch, to be honest with you. And a lot of that, I'm going to be really sincere, reality is water. A lot of that was water. It wasn't fat, if that makes sense. Okay, from there, the wind is stirring up. October, I weighed myself again. I was at 180. I lost 4 pounds. So from the end of the 1st of September, I'm hoping Poppy doesn't, we have an elder who has almost like an asthmatic kind of situation, and he's coughing, and I want to respect him. I think he's okay. So I am going to reveal to you reality. And you know, there are so many things that, you know, I was so scared to expose to you, as in this, and I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. And this is not a female and this is not a male situation. It's a reality situation. Is what we weigh, what our measurements are, what we do to better ourselves in a outward situation. A lot of times we look at somebody and we're thinking, God, they're so beautiful, they're so beautiful, and then the true character comes out. And that's the thing about it, is if one thing that I had to learn during this process is that I had to heal within myself. It's having a bad morning. It's the humidity in the air, and anyone who has a child or a loved one that has some form of asthma, the humidity really affects their breathing and it affects Poppy Churro. But the thing that I was wanting to state in the very beginning is that what is within you is going to eventually spew out into the public, into the view of who you are as an individual. Character is very, very important, and that's also believing within yourself and having faith that knowing that He is with you, knowing that God is with you, knowing that this journey that you're on every single day when you wake up, and thank Him. God, you're giving me another day. You have to thank Him. I am going to share with you, so scary, but it's reality, is that no, I did not take any diet pills. I couldn't. And the reason why I couldn't is because of the fatty liver disease. I didn't take any supplements, meaning like a powder mix. I didn't take any, did not go on any special diet like the Mediterranean or the whatever is happening today, what the new fad is today. I am not on anything like that, and I have not been in the last 6 months. I had removed certain things out of my diet, meaning what I intake. I don't like the word diet. It is, you utilize it in 2 different ways. A diet is what you do, what you say is when I'm trying to lose weight, or the diet of what I'm intaking inside of me. This is my diet today. Like, for example, today what I had for breakfast, I had some lettuce with spinach and spring lettuce situation with carrots and cottage cheese and a sliced tomato. And I would say probably at least 5 Triscuit crackers with that. It's the one that has the black pepper. I love black pepper. And there are mornings that I have vegetables. There's with hummus. There's mornings that I have eggs and tomatoes and a wheat English muffin. The thing is, I do not want you to get caught up in the fad. I don't want you to get caught up with the miracle drug. I don't want you to get caught up with, I want you to get caught up within yourself. And that's not a vain thing. That is meaning a spiritual coming within yourself, believing in yourself, knowing what is good for you, if that makes sense. I have removed certain things out of my diet, and there's things that I had put back into my diet in moderation. Before Ray had left, I'm going to be sincere. My portion Portion is so important. I cannot preach to you long enough about portion control. When Ray was home, my portion control was none. It was eat, indulge into the breads and the pastas and the rices and the you know, the richness of, yeah. God, I miss that life. But what have I gained out of it? Portion is very, very important in knowing what you're putting inside your body. This is an example. The first 32 months of this journey, of the 6 months journey that I have taken. It's so funny. Today would be the 6 months. Tomorrow, actually. Today is the 21st, tomorrow's the 22nd. I took out red meat, I took out sugars, I took out starches, I took out sodas, I took out dairy, I took out, I can't even remember what all I took out. And it was a tough. The only thing that I had put inside my body was making sure that it was almost like a vegetarian state that I went through. Vegetables, fruits, and you got to be very careful with your fruits, because fruits, some are very high in sugars. Carrots, did you know, is very high in sugars, so you have natural sugars. Alcohol, I took alcohol completely out of my diet. I think I brought alcohol back into my diet about a month ago. And it's very minimal to what I have. My kryptonite is pizza and bread. I am being so honest. I love a good Italian or French bread. Gathered with tons of butter and more oil, dip it in an oil situation. But you know, I have to now do it in moderation. The thing that during this thing that I had gone through for 6 months is that there was a lot of tears, there was a lot of frustration, there was a lot of giving up, like, this isn't fair, this isn't right. But in actuality, it was this accident that had happened was a huge wake-up call to me, and that is to prolong my life in a healthy direction, my heart, and to be around for my children and my grandson and my future grandkids, if that makes children. So this grandma, Nana, wants to be around for a long time. I want to share years with my husband. So the reality check, what I'm going to expose to you is the most frightening thing that I have ever exposed to you. This is real. This is a situation where I am not lying to you. These are my numbers. They were my numbers. Today is different. So I know you're gonna be reading backwards, but I don't want you to think that I'm lying. I started this journey on August 22nd of 2018. I wrote on here my passion. I was at that time 184 pounds. My arm size was at 14. My breast was 47.5. My waist is at a 40. My hips were at a 48, and my thighs were at a 24.5 inches. And my size at that time was 22 inches. I want to say something right now. I want to say this to anybody out there watching this video. I am not ever saying that size is a bad size. Never. That size was bad for me. I want to make that clear. I am not here to judge anybody. My frame My body is different than anybody else. But these numbers were shortening my life. So I don't ever want anybody to feel that I am being prejudiced, that I am saying that these, this is size is horrible. That is far from that. I've had to do what I was needing to do to make myself healthy, and I want to put that out there. And anybody that knows me knows I am being sincere. I'm not there to judge nobody. Nobody. I'm not throwing any rocks nowhere because I am not perfect. So my goal, I just want to make that clear. I want to know that I love you. So my goal, and I'm going to be very blatantly honest, when I had told my therapist, who I'm going to be seeing today, my goal, and he goes, Ms. Hernandez, this is really not a realistic goal for the fact that it just would not look well on your structure, your body frame. So that is something that I want to make clear with you. My goal was not a realistic goal. I had to change my goal. And during this process, I had to come through so many tears and frustration for the fact plateauing, me being a female, me going through menopause, me feeling frustrated where I wasn't losing those 2 extra pounds a month that I set my goal for. My goal was to lose 10 pounds each month. That's not realistic. That is not a healthy, realistic goal. And I am being sincere. If you can maintain and lose at least 2 pounds a week or 1.5 pounds each week, that is a very healthy thing to do. Okay. So what I had set in my goal was I wanted to get down to 144 pounds. I wanted my arm size to be between 12 to 10. I wanted my breast to be between 38 and 36. I wanted my waist to be between 30 and 32. That's 10 inches. Can you imagine? My hips, another 10 inches, 38 to 36. Yeah, that's just not going to happen, guys. I'm just telling you. And then my thighs from 22 to 20. You okay, baby? You in? Okay. So within 2 weeks, this is about the time where Ray was leaving to be deployed. I started off September 1st, and I had lost 2 pounds within those 2 weeks. I brought myself down to 182. A lot of my sizes was about maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and a lot of that, I'm going to be really honest, was water weight. Us women, and I shouldn't just flatly say women, it's men too, but we gain so much water weight. And me removing certain things out of my everyday eating, I was removing like the soda and stuff like that, which was building up the sodium within the soda was building up the water, so I was losing the water weight. So then we go into October. I was down from 100. Oh, there's Ray. Hold on. Okay, I just got off the phone with Ray, and that was a video call. That was nice to have that. We've not had a lot of video calls here lately because of the transition and everything. So we're excited about getting him home. We want him home. From September to October, I think I lost, I was at 180, so I only lost like about 4 pounds. That is in 1 month. And I remember, and I want to stress this, I remember, it's like, my goodness, I was gonna say, my gosh, I'm giving up all of these things that I enjoy and love, and I only lost 4 pounds. What's going on? And those are moments where you get into that, anxiety, that moment of, should I do the diet pills? Should I do the slim fast? Should I, and I shouldn't be mentioning names because it does help some, if that makes sense. I just noticed whenever over the years, and I am a person who had done diet pills, a dextrim back in the days, and other, there was another one I took that was it's very famous. I can't remember the name of it, but it just seems like, yes, it did help. Yes, it did curb my appetite, but I noticed when I stopped taking it, I gained the weight back plus more. So that was always a fear, you know. It's like you do that battle, and it's like a quick fix, a band-aid, and then you take the band-aid off and boom, it's not completely healed and it could get infected. And that's almost like the comparisons I have it with those diet pills kind of situation. So when I got frustrated in the month of October, it was tough. It was really, really tough. And I just say, Jay, just stick with it. Just stick with it. So then in November, there was a huge change. It was, to me it was from 184 to 177. And I was about just an inch lost situation, to 2 inches. It always seems like, being a female, you lose it more up in the breast area than you do in the waist. It seems like we carry more of our weight in the waist or our thighs or our arms. And with the situation I'm in, I'm limited of doing a lot of the core exercises, as in sit-ups or bicycling. If that makes sense. So it seems like I was hitting wall against wall against wall. So then I go into, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going into the month of November. And when you go into the month of November, you're thinking Thanksgiving. And I'm thinking, I've given up all of these things, and I'm thinking, what I'm going to be giving up, you know, the desserts, and going to the grocery store and seeing all of the pastries and the sweetness and the turkey and the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and the gravy. And it's like, no, eat in moderation. I was invited to a dinner there for Thanksgiving, and I had I think a spoonful of about 6 different dishes, and that was it. And I was full because my body was the stomach was shrinking. It was learning. I was not starving myself. My body was learning to eat smaller portions situation. And then I go into the end of November, and that was from September into November. Those few months was almost like, it was tough. It was really, really, really tough. And about November, the end of November, December 1st, I had lost, let me bring it down so you guys can see it. I brought down to 14 pounds. An inch off the arms, 2.5 on the breast, 6 on, that can't be right. Six, it says here, I don't know if that's right. Waist 37. No, that can't be right. So it'd be 3. Maybe 37 to 4. So 3 inches there. I don't know where that 6 came in at. Your hips, 1.5. That has to be a caffeine or yeah, that's a glitch there. The thighs is doing 2.5. So going into the end of December, now you're thinking about Christmas and cookies and chocolates and fudge, and yeah, didn't have any. This was a bad time to do this. Actuality, it was the perfect time because I had to learn to say no. And that was one lesson that I had to learn is, no, I don't need it. No, I want it, but I don't need it. And I needed to still continue eating foods in moderations. I think at this time, I was eating chicken, vegetables, fruits situation. Okay, I have just a few more minutes before I can go to physical therapy. January, December time, okay, I apologize, the end of November going into December, December, my numbers were, I was about 166 pounds at the time. Remind you, I was started at 184. The arms 13. So I was averaging again for another month. We're looking about 1 inch to 1/2 inch of loss there. January, that was the toughest month from December to the end of January. And the reasoning why is that I only lost 2 pounds. 2 pounds. And my goal was to lose 10 pounds a month. And as you can tell, I was not meeting really that goal. And it was not a realistic goal. You're looking about 2 pounds to 1.5 pounds a week. So you're looking about 10 pounds a month is healthy. I apologize. Weight loss that you can do, that it's not going to hurt the muscle of your body or the body. And so I was going through a plateau, and I'm going to be sincere, the depression was kicking in. Ray isn't home. Not having anyone here for the holidays, being alone. I mean, there was a lot of factors involved in that, and I was just like, I was just frustrated. I was so frustrated. There's Angel, Princess Luna. Let me let her out. Hold on, guys. Okay, as you can tell, I have stopped this video multiple times. It's all about the fur babies. They keep me going, and yeah, I love them. I love them. I love them. So I'm just letting you know that when you go through this situation, it's not easy. It is very, very difficult. Then you go into February, and I don't know what had happened from February to January to February. I don't know what I did. I don't know if that I had, knowing that Ray's coming home, there were factors going on, meaning getting ready for the disability court. There was so much stress on top of me, and I don't know if that is the reason behind it, but in February, I was down to 159 pounds. My arms were at 13. My breasts were at 38.5. My waist was at 34. My hips were at 41.5, and my thighs were at 22. So it's been that was a good month. To me, it was a good month compared of the last two situations. And then today, where I'm at today, I haven't really, I haven't even done any of my numbers, and what it is that when I weighed myself today on March 21st, this morning, I'm at size 14. So I lost 20, 18, 16, now I'm at 14. So I lost 4 sizes. I had done a huge donation on Thanksgiving Day, meaning I had donated about, I don't know if it was 8 to 10 huge black bags of sizes of clothes, and I just got rid of them and donated them to the Goodwill. That's who I donated it to. So that was it's scary today, and I'm being very sincere, and I don't know if and don't think this is crazy, and this is reality, and I want you to hear what I'm saying is that it is hard for me, and I don't know if anyone else goes through this, is that all of the last 4 years is that I was used to wearing a 16 or an 18 situation and getting the extra large or the double X size. And now I just need the large or the medium. It depends on the make of the clothing. And you're so accustomed to go and getting that size, and it's like, it'll just be baggy on me. But I'm learning to wear clothing that are not drapey on me, that I'm not, it's not that I'm showcasing what I've done. Do not get me wrong, I am almost 50 years old with tons of glitter in this hair, and I don't have a 20-year-old body. Believe me, I've had 2 kids, I have stretch marks. I have stretch marks because of the weight. It's difficult to feel confident enough to go to the new size, if that makes sense. So I'm at a size 14. I'm at 160 today. So I shouldn't say only, that it's been a battle. I have lost 24 pounds in 6 months. That might not seem a lot, but to me, knowing the battle that I am facing every single day, and the limitations that I have with the injury and the disability, and not able to work out the way I'm wanting to work out and release that stress. It's physical therapy is my stress reliever, if that makes sense. My arms are at a size 12 inch, and my goal was at a 12. So I did not meet my goal of my weight, and that's okay. In actuality, I wanted to be at 150 today, but as you can tell, I'm 10 pounds shy of that, and that's okay. That's all right, because I'm still on this journey. I'm not giving up. My journey is not ending today. It's continuing, and I had to come to terms that it's continuing. It's not, today is not the miracle day. It's like, oh, I'm done. I can go have a big plate of pasta and spaghetti and rich tomato sauce with some rich meatballs and Italian sausage and the bread no, that's just, it's going to be a day-by-day battle. And it's a battle that I has chosen to maintain. My breasts, I'm at a 39. I have lost 8 inches. That's a lot. And the thing that I want you to think about is that was extra weight taking off my back, and I had to take that into consideration. And that's another thing why I'm doing this, is because taking off that extra weight off my body, off my lower back, my hip regions of the injury and the disability and within that area. It is so painful right now. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The waist, I'm at 36 inches. I was at a 40, so I've lost 44 inches off my waist. That might not seem a lot, 4 inches. To me, that's fantastic, because I'm taking that excess weight off of that core area that I'm needing off to not have, I mean, I know my pain level in the very beginning, I'm averaging about a 7-8. I'm about a 4-5 daily now of pain. Usually at the end of the day, I'm about a 5-6. And medication, you know, with me taking medication, that's another thing. You're fighting that battle of the medication and numbness and being motivated. It's a battle. The hips, I'm at a 41.5. I was at a 48. I've lost about 6.5 inches off my waist, which is very well, for the fact of that is majority of the injury, the SI joint injury, and that I'm very relieved on that, part of that. And then my thigh, I started at a 24 and today I'm at a 21. So I lost about 2.5 inches off my thighs. You know, I wanted you guys to know the reality of where I started at, where I've been going through, where I'm at today. I'll probably check back in another 6 months and let you know from where this is. I'm going to continue with my monthly measurements, and that is it's accountability, and I have to take accountability because I'm the one that is going through this, not anybody else, if that makes sense. So when I state to you in the beginning of the video of the reality, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, how I did this is it's a battle, and it's been a tough battle, and the different emotions that have came through me. I've gained more gray in my hair. I chose not to color the hair, and the reasonings behind that is the chemicals within the hair. It's with going through menopause, it gets more fine, and I used to have really pretty thick, fuller hair, and today it's not that way. And I'm accepting it. I'm accepting my changes. I'm accepting the wrinkles within the face. You know, heck, you could me looking at wrinkle cream. I'm gonna tell you, you can spend a pretty penny on expensive wrinkle cream, and you know, I had a pimple here, and I'm thinking, my goodness, maybe I'm not almost fit. No, I want you to understand that you're human, that you're okay, and you're not alone. You're not alone on this. I do post on Instagram the foods that I eat. I love my pizzas. I take a frozen, inexpensive Walmart pizza, frozen thin cheese, and I season it with Italian seasoning and put fresh vegetables, or once in a blue moon I'll put some pepperoni on there. Very, very rarely you see more of the vegetables or the chicken on my pizza. It's just, when you can't take everything out of your diet. I have tons of chocolate in this house, and it is tough, but you have to do it in moderation. It's for Ray when he comes back from this deployment. This was a tough one. It was tough on both of us, especially, you know, things about that I want you to think about this is that your partner, I don't know what situation you're in, if it's your spouse. Your spouse is usually want to be the fixer, and they don't want to see you in pain, and they want to make sure that they're protecting you. And when they know you're going through certain changes or going through pain or challenges, and they're not there to hold your hand or be the shoulder to cry on, or to the bag to be angry at, to vent at, they feel helpless, and you have to take that into consideration. So sometimes their actions are for the fact that they don't know how to communicate if they're not able to reach out to you, or they're not there physically. And if they are there physically, the way to beat this battle within yourself is check in. And what I mean by that is, in the very beginning of this video, is a lot about a person's beauty or being handsome is inside coming out, their character. And it's been a battle, and I didn't want to be helpless, if that makes sense. And I want to empower you. I want to uplift you. I want to validate that you're human and you will fall. I believe me, you will cry, you will succeed. I believe in you. And that's the reason why today's video is that's the truth. That's what I was hiding. I didn't really want to tell you my numbers. I was so scared, but this is reality. And come back. The next video, believe it or not, it's going to be really so ironic, is Ray's coming back, and I'm making him a, yeah, I won't be eating it, maybe a little bit, but a chocolate cake for him. I've already made the strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries. If you've not checked that video, that one's just been released. And yeah. Don't give up on life. And when I say that, don't give up on yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. So be good to yourself. That's Luna. Be good to yourself. Be good to others, for we do not know what part of their journey they're on. I love you guys. And come back and visit me. We'll see you soon. Bye. Yes, Luna. Gotta love them. You got to love the Hernandez Mafia. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys. If I can now get up. We'll see you soon.